Hiya, and welcome back to After Class, the game that teaches us that every single visual novel in existence, or just every single video game in existence, has to have at least one character that is self-aware. Hiya. I see what you did there. I see what you did. Anyways, let's hop right in. What the hell? These classrooms all look the same, huh? Yeah, no reason to make it look different. I think so too, yeah. Let's sit down. Sure. You looked around for somewhere to sit down. There were a few empty seats, although most of them were in the front row. And unfortunately, all of the adjacent seats were taken by someone else. There was no way for you two to sit next to each other. Unsure of what to do, you glanced over at Mark, whose face was getting annoyed. You could only guess what he was looking at, or rather, who he was getting annoyed at. Talbot? Are we taking the same class? That can't be good. But unfortunately, he wasn't in the class. He was talking to a few people who were sitting in the front row. And before you knew it, he walked towards you two, sending a condescending look out of nowhere before walking through the doorway. That annoyed you. Somehow, something snapped in you, but you managed to calm down before it went bad. Good riddance. Yeah. I suppose we gotta sit apart from each other. Ah, yeah, that too. I'll take the back row so I can fall asleep in here without getting caught. I'd join you, but there's only one open seat back there. I'll take the front row, I guess. See you after class! Pun intended. Wait! Wait! Without any hesitation, Mark walked toward his seat. He looked unbothered about it, and that made you feel bad for getting bummed out for not being able to sit together. Exactly! Is this going to be like a Doki Doki Literature Club situation where, like, Mark turns into Monica? Maybe I was getting sensitive for no reason at all. Oh, you with the purplish shirt. Was that guy calling out to you? There were a few people wearing purple shirts, and you could only assume that the guy didn't mean you. You with the brown pants, purple hair. Now that was getting obvious. But did you know him? Still being unsure about it. You pointed to yourself while looking at him, and he nodded. Yes, you, messy purple hair, purple shirt, brown pants. You walked toward him. In front of you sat a cheerful-looking buff hyena man. Next to him was a sleepy-looking panda man. In fact, he was sleeping at the time. You couldn't remember if you knew either of them. I know you. Crap. You do? I don't think I know you, sorry. Oh, no, that's fine. You don't know me. It's true. Oh, thank goodness. Huh, okay. So how do you know me? I hope it's not from Talbot saying weird things about me. Oh, Talbot? Don't mind him. He's just a dick. Most of us don't get along with him, to be honest. And he looks at us in a condescending way. Haha. You were walking into the school gym last week, remember? Ah, yeah, I remember that. Still one of the most daunting experiences I've had in here. I was so annoyed that Coach Gill was in this school, but now I'm kind of glad he is. We're in the basketball team. I see. Name's Brom. Nice to meet you, my name's Walter, right? Coach Gill talks about you a lot. Huh, really? He does. We've been wondering who this Walter guy he's so fascinated with is. Oh, my bad. Anyway, sit down. I tend to talk a lot and forget my intention. No, that's okay. Thank you for letting me sit next to you. Don't worry about it. This guy next to me is Gordon. He's really lazy, sleeping in class like this. The class hasn't even started. Just kidding. So this is the guy? It sure is. He looks bland. Don't say that. Why? He just does. It's okay, I don't mind. It's not a bad thing, right? It's not a bad thing, right? That's Gordon for you. He leaned in closer and apologized to you on his behalf. You said it was okay. He was probably just joking. Right? We look like an NPC. We look like an NPC. Like, there's this one video on the TikTok app. You'll have to show it to you later. We survived the thing, boys. We did. It was pretty boring. Even Gordon looked like he had massive eye bags under his eyes from trying not to fall asleep. It's just my black eye patches. You got plans now, Walter? We were thinking about heading to the arcade, so it'd be rude of us not to invite you along. He does, and it's studying with me. We're still doing it? We're still doing it. Let's go. Mark practically dragged you out of the room as you said goodbye to your new-made friends. Jeez, you didn't have to do that. Why? They were Talbot's buddies. Sooner or later, they will double-cross you. What? But why? Less questions and more studying. Hiya. Actually, am I allowed to do that? I don't think I'm allowed to do that. I was going to, like, pull up a picture of Yandere-chan, but then I remembered that Yandere Simulator is banned on Twitch. Actually, am I even allowed to mention it? I don't know. I'm not playing it. Like, it's banned on Twitch, and I figured that if I showed you all, like, a picture of that character with Mark's face on it, that I might get banned, and I don't feel like dealing with that, so yeah. Mark, are we not going to talk about what you just did? What did I just do? Yeah, it's on the banned list, like... It's like... List of prohibited games. Now, most of these are just awful, and I'm not going to read out most of them because they're just awful, and they're all online. Yeah, most of these are just porn games. Shit, I think most of them are porn games. I could post it on Twitter. Yeah, hiya. But no, it's like, it's all right here, and it's without adults only. Jeez. I know Yandere Simulator is adult only, but oh my god. Oh my god. What did I just do? I don't know. What did you do? The fact that I might have just saved your ass? That's not it. If you really want to be with them, go ahead. No, that's not what I'm hinting at. Then what is it? I just want you to try to be less rude. No offense. I appreciate that you're trying to help me out of trouble, but they were all just being friendly. They told me that they don't even get along with Talbot. How could you be so sure? I don't know, they just sound sincere and all. I'm more than capable to make my own decisions. I need you to stop treating me like a helpless child. I guess you two aren't the same person after all. Sorry. It's fine, I'm not upset at you, I don't know. Please be considerate. You're always acting weird whenever I interact with people other than you. That's not a good thing, you know. I have another social life outside of ours. I don't have many friends, and now I'm making some. You're trying to ruin that. Yes! Go tell him! It was clear that you were starting to get heated up by this conversation, and Mark looked like he was going to cry, surprisingly. Why does that make me sad? Honestly, you wanted to continue because this look of Mark was new to you, and you felt powerful by making him look like this. But today, you woke up and didn't choose violence, so you stopped. I mean, look at him. He looked like a scared, vulnerable lion. How could you stay angry at him? Like I've said before, Mark, just talk it out and we'll be fine. Communicate. You can't read my mind. I can't read yours. Sorry. Huh? But just pat his head, goddammit. Can't you see he's being a baby right now? Jeez, alright. Stop saying sorry, I'm not upset at you. Not anymore, at least. But he doesn't have to know about that. You patted his head and he looked at you with a set of pleading eyes. You'd always been the one acting like a baby around him, but you felt like an adult right now. What a prideful mutt you are. But then you thought about how you were the older one. You suddenly felt ashamed that you got all prideful and feeling more adult than him at the moment. Maybe you should stop being such a baby around him starting today. Let's help me study now, shall we? Please? If you insist. Suppose you could learn a thing or two from me. That's the usual, Mark, I know. You smiled and followed him to a nearby desk. Alright, you got all the resources we need. Should we start? By resources, you mean our textbooks? Yeah, it's gonna be like a mock test at best, not finals. Fair. You can start by telling me which part you don't understand. And I'll see if I can help you with it. Can I just... There we go. Just do that and yeah. Fuck. Actually, scrap that. I'm not sure what kind of approach will help you memorize the materials. We'll keep experimenting until there is one that will stick with you. Sounds like a plan. You seem to know about studying for someone who claims to not study at all. I just know my stuff. Sure you do. So where do we start? We start with reviewing what you remember from Mr. Stone's class. Do you want me to be honest or answer what you want to hear? Either. Which one? How badly do we want to piss Mark off? Let me adjust my mic real quick. Go! Typical of Walter, the first option. So we're just going to hop right into the basic. Oh, sorry, I'm too pretty. I don't understand this because I'm too pretty. Thought so, but it's okay. Sorry. It's alright. We all gotta start somewhere, no? Yeah, I guess. Skim through your textbook and let me know what you've learned. Then I'll correct you if you get any of these wrong. Sounds good to me. Mark was surprisingly helpful throughout your study session. You felt confident that you will be able to pass tomorrow's exam. Thanks for the help, Mark. You could be a good tutor. Thanks, and I'm good at everything, so you don't need to compliment me. Sure? Honestly, same. Like, I can remember the most random shit in existence, but the nanosecond that there's something important that I need to remember, all of a sudden I forget literally everything. Just like, how do I do this again? Please. Sure. Do you want to head home now or do something else? I don't have any plans. I do, sadly. Oh. Shouldn't have asked. But why? I could still walk you home regardless. Oh, now I feel bad. Just pulling your leg. Let's get you home. Sure. Oh, it's you again. How's it going, Walter? Ah, Brom, is it? I'm doing okay. Just finished studying with Mark. Mark didn't say anything. He just stood there, looking at those two as if he were studying them. Wait, weren't you going to the arcade? How are you two still here? Well, He was about to skip today's practice, but Coach Gill managed to catch us. Because you ratted us out, you idiot! I didn't want to skip practice. You could have told me so I would go alone. Oh? Walter, I didn't know you were friends with these two. Yeah, Brom sits next to me in today's class. I see. I hope you guys keep getting along. I've got to go now. See you guys tomorrow. Oh, okay. See you later, Coach Gill. Laters. Nodding. Stop saying your actions out loud. Just nod and be done with it. Anyway, we're heading out now. Take care, Walter. And Mark. And Mark. Peace out. Should we leave as well? After you. You've been quiet. Something up? Oh, no. I mean, yes, all good. If you say so. Tell me if something's up, alright? Yeah, I'll do that. Huh? Huh. What? What's Big Kitty doing there? You squinted, trying to get a better look at the person by the vending machine. It was Lars, and he was drinking some soda. Oh, that's Lars, alright. Let's see what he's up to. Sure, we're heading there anyway. Hey, Lars. Oh, hey. What are you doing? Drinking. We all can see that Big Kitty. He meant why you are here. With a big backpack, too. That I assume has your clothes inside. Yes. Yeah, I see it now. I'll give you less trouble for now. Why don't we all talk inside? I gotta go now. I have to meet a friend today. Why don't you and Big Kitty go inside? Oh, are you sure? Yeah, I was here to walk you home anyway. Oh, okay. I'll see you tomorrow then. Sure. Thank you, Mark. Whatever, Big Kitty. After you. Thank you. Yo, did something happen with Lars? Because if it did, I will be so sad. Let me see if I can. It's like, remember, class. Balls are round as Walter's ass. Yeah, something like that. Thank you. I'll go take a shower. And you've been here before, so just make yourself at home. Okay. I don't have a lot of food that I have no idea how to prepare. Maybe I should ask Lars to make some dinner if he's staying until evening. Hey, Lars? Yes? Are you staying here until evening today? If you don't mind. Not at all. Does this mean you'll have dinner here tonight? If you'd like me to. Saleo has completely traumatized me. I'm sorry, but you don't just unsee Diego just barely covering himself with a pizza box. You don't unsee that. Sure, you can use what I have in the fridge. Okay, I'll get started then. Okay. That one's smoother than you thought. Time for shower. With your towel draped on your shoulder, you headed toward the bathroom and hung it on the towel hanger before hopping into the shower. Since you were excited about what Lars would whip up tonight, you took a quick, brief shower. I'm not risking anything. You came out of the shower feeling nice and toasty and noticed that the sky had turned dark, so you turned on the light. Wonder what I should wear tonight. Spoiler, it didn't matter. You didn't have a lot of clothes to begin with, and the ones you had more or less looked the same. You did make a plan with Mark for some clothes shopping, but you had no set date yet. Anyway, best to be done with it and head to the kitchen as soon as possible. Oh, you showered really quick. I did. I ain't risking anything. I did, but I gotta play cool. Yeah, I see. Food isn't ready yet. I'm still preparing the ingredients. Oh, okay. It's probably too late to ask you, but I'm making grilled chicken with black pepper sauce. Is that okay? Absolutely. I love chicken. I'm glad. Is there anything I can do to help? No, I got it. Alright. You sat there while waiting for Lars to prepare the food since you didn't know what to do while waiting. Maybe you should start striking a conversation with him. I'm glad you're here. That was not a great way to start a conversation. How so? Because you know how to cook those ingredients I have in my fridge. If it was me, I would have let it go to waste. Chicken nuggets. Chicken nuggets. That's not good. You shouldn't do that. Hang on. I have to put this together. I have to put this together now. I have to put this together. I just need to find the correct pictures. It would be under TikTok shit. Go there, and lastly... I just have to find the correct image now. I cannot find it. Ah. Yeah, whatever. Find what? Right now I'm looking for a PNG image of Eren Yeager. It's very specific, but I have a reason. That is not Eren. That is not Eren. That is Levi, but Levi will work. Maybe. Nah, Levi will work. This is Levi Ackerman, because I could not find one of Season 4 Eren Yeager. You know, can I, like, shrink that down? This is definitely not artwork from the original thing. Actually, this might have just been entirely unnecessary. This was entirely unnecessary. Like, I already have something here that might work. I just have to find it. No, it's because I have... It's literally because I have file manager open. So it's not you, I don't think. Is this it? Here we go. We're just going to do this because it's easier. Oh, Jesus Christ. Let me just shrink that down. There we go. Close enough. No, fucking... Ah. Nuggets. Here we go, close enough. That's not good. You shouldn't do that. I know, but I don't know how to cook food like you do. Best way to do it is just keep trying. Maybe watching a few cooking shows and videos too. Unless you have someone to cook for you, you need to start learning to cook yourself. Having takeout all the time can't be too good for you. Or having a diet consists of nothing but bread for that matter. Maybe I'll have you cook for me then? No answer. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. It was a joke. I don't mind that. Oh? Yo, is Lars homeless? Sad. So sad. The truth is, I've been trying to find somewhere I can stay for a while. Might sound like I'm making a deal right now, but I'm not. I guess I'm just desperate. If you let me stay here for a while, I'll be more than happy to cook for you. I didn't expect it to turn out like this when I said I was going to try and strike up a conversation. What happened? I've been staying with a friend, but for personal reasons I had to leave or it would have cause a problem for them. Hang on. Let me just... Here we go. Move chair. Move. Please move. Lars, I am literally on one knee right now. Will you marry me? We have Grandma Lucas holding a plate of chicken nuggets as a witness. Actually, maybe no, because Mark might murder him. Can we marry? He sounded so angry for a second. I see. Well, I can't just ignore a friend in need, so if you'd like, feel free to stay here. You let me do that? Yeah. Though I'll need to tell the landlord first. He stopped preparing the food and gave you the strongest, warmest hug you've ever received from anyone. Once he realized that he was crushing you, he let go of you as quick as possible. Sorry. I'm just glad and happy right now. Don't worry about it. I'll pay you back. Somehow. No, really, don't worry about it. Your cooking for me is more than enough. Still, I won't forget about this. Alright, you can start paying me back with cooking that dinner. On it, boss. Just want to give him a hug. Just as you sat down and watched Lars prepare the food from behind, you heard a loud thud coming from outside. Did you hear that? You weren't the only one who heard it, apparently. Yeah. That doesn't sound good. Should we go check it out? Yeah, I think we should. Alright, let me wash my hands first. Sure. You got up and headed to the living room to see if there was anything outside from behind the safety of these glass sheets. Which wasn't exactly safe, honestly, but still better than standing outside and trying to see if there was something wrong. Lars came out with a kitchen knife in hand, his tail all puffy and his body hairs pointing straight up, giving him a rather spiked appearance. For some reason, he reminded you of an angry porcupine. He signaled you to walk behind him. You'd be lying if you said you weren't happy about him being all protective of you. Once you were behind him, he walked toward the door and pushed it gently, letting the door open by momentum. It was dark outside. Hang on, let's hide Granny Lucas. Let's hide Granny Lucas. And bring out the defender of the known universe, Mommy Mark. It was dark outside. No sign of anyone nearby except the wind and rustling bushes. Stay here. Oh? Okay. Lars went out and looked around the yard. A few minutes later, he came back empty-handed. You weren't sure if you should be relieved or disappointed. You can't tell which is better, being the witness of a couple getting married or eating chicken nuggets. Why not do both? He even checked the gate, and it was still locked. You were low-key hoping for something to happen, but you didn't want anything bad to happen to either of you. Looks like it was nothing. Guess you should feel relieved. That's good. We're going to go back inside now. Alrighty, I'll close the door in a bit. Sure. Lars headed back, and you decided to look around for a little bit. Mommy Mark, please defend us. Please. From a quick glance, there was nothing out of the ordinary, but as you crouched down, you noticed that a certain patch of flowers was a little bit crushed. Creak, thump. Someone or something was directly behind the gate. It was slowly getting closer. Suddenly, you felt like someone was looking at you from above. A chill ran down your spine, leaving you unsure if you should look at it or look back down a little. You were hoping for something to happen, and something did, but you didn't know how to react. You heard a familiar voice coming from the other side of the gate. Oh, hey, Walter, doing some gardening? Mark? God, what the heck are you doing over here at night? That scared the heck out of me. 1 second, let me open the gate for you. Okay. He's drunk. He is drunk. You went inside and grabbed the key to the gate. Once it was unlocked, Mark rushed in and hugged you. Hug wasn't the word, he just plopped onto you, and he smelled like alcohol. Or you stink like alcohol. Have you been drinking? Maybe. You said that you didn't drink last night. Did something happen? Nothing happens. Yeah, something did happen. You quickly locked the gate in case there was actually some random evil person who wanted to attack you. Having one heavy big drunk person plopped onto you would make you vulnerable to attacks after all. Let's get you inside. Ugh, you're heavy. Aw, you calling me fat? You're speaking nonsense now. Just stop thrashing around. Holy shit. Somehow you managed to drag Mark onto the couch, and you felt proud about it. Mark was wasted and couldn't even remove his own shoes. So you moved them and put them next to the door. He also remembered what Coach Gill said about drunk people and choking to death. You would prefer Mark to be alive, and even if he was going to choke to death, you would prefer him to not die in your living room. Or anywhere in your house, for that matter. Okay, so how do I flip this cat? Channeling all of your inner strength towards your arms, you put both of your hands onto Mark's sides, gripping as tight as you could as if you were going to wrestle a lion in the jungle. Except the lion was half conscious and the floor was lava. You managed to get him onto his side after a few struggles and complaints from Mark. That was tiring. It sounded like there was a commotion in here. What's going on? Oh, hey, Lars. Mark came in here pretty drunk. Hmm? Lars came closer and took a quick look at Mark. He's pretty drunk. I should make something to make him feel better later. Once you're done with him, come back to the kitchen. He will be fine all by himself. Oh, okay. Lars said he's going to be okay, so I should head back to the kitchen and... Mark was grabbing your hand, not allowing you to leave. Out of nowhere, Mark started sobbing. That surprised you quite a bit. Everyone is leaving me. You grabbed his hand and sat down on the floor, facing him. Are you going to leave me too? No, of course I'm not leaving you. Everyone leaves me. His sobbing was getting quite messy, sniffling occasionally. Snot running down his nostrils, eyes puffy from the tears. It was just ugly. It dawned on you how much Mark had been hiding his feelings the whole time, despite him being quite open with his feelings on a day-to-day basis. Maybe they were all just a facade. If it was, he was damn good at hiding everything. You wondered what else he'd been hiding from you. But that didn't matter at the time. For now, you had a friend who seemed to be in emotional pain, and you had to make him feel better. I'm not going to. Promise? Promise. You know, you can be a handful sometimes, but I enjoy your company. It might seem that I'm annoyed at you, or maybe mad at you. We might fight sometimes, but it's not going to change the fact that you're my friend. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not good at this whole making someone feel better thing sometimes. It was also embarrassing too, since Mark would make fun of you about it once he sobered up. If you remember any of this, that is. But my point is, I appreciate you. You're my first friend in Highwell. Maybe my best friend even. So whatever it is, I'm not going to leave you. Heartfelt emotions followed by snore. Because that makes sense. Let's hide Mommy Mark. At least you won't remember all these embarrassing things I just came up with just now. You felt butterflies in your stomach as you gazed at him in admiration. You kissed him on the forehead and smiled. That was when it hit you that you'd probably started considering this weirdo as more than a friend. I should head back to the kitchen. How did it go with Mark? It's going alright. He's fast asleep. I laid him down on his side. Doesn't seem like he's going to, things. I shouldn't mention it while we're here about to, haha, appreciate it. Do you know why he was drinking? I remember him saying that he doesn't drink. Yeah, about that. It seems like there's something really bothering him. So he had to drink it away? Maybe. I don't drink. That's understandable. Sometimes the pain is so unbearable that you need something to make it go away. Lars seems to know what he's talking about. I wonder if it has happened to him before? He did! Anyway, it's not a big deal. Let's continue what we were doing. We can worry about Mark later. Agreed. I'm still curious about what Mark said, but I don't know if I can get him to talk once he's sobered up. Lars had a point. Better not to think about it too much. The food is almost ready, I see. Ah, yeah. It'll be done anytime soon. I can't wait. You sat there in silence while looking at Lars being your personal chef. After mixing a few things here and there, he asked you to bring eating plates to him, so that he could pour the sauce and everything onto it. Once he was done, he sprinkled some dried rosemary on top of the chicken. That made it look more fancy than it should have been. There we go. It smells so good. I hope it tastes as good. I'm sure it will be. Let's dig in then. Let's. Dinner, ate, stomach full, taste buds satisfied. Tonight was one of your best nights for sure. Heard a buzzer sound. You remembered you had a doorbell installed, and that was the buzzer for the gate. A guest this late? That's weird. I usually don't have guests at all, let alone at night. The event earlier had you paranoid, so you asked Lars to accompany you outside. Oh. Good evening, gentlemen. Mr. Thornton was eyeing Lars thoroughly, and he responded with a nod. Did they know each other? Ah, Mr. Thornton. Walter, if I recall correctly, I believe my son is in your house right now. Your son? I don't believe... Huh. Mark is your son? Correct. He is my son. But then, the kids you were looking for in Publix. Marco Thornton. Yes, he is my son. Marco... Alright. What? Calm down, young man. I thought it was obvious enough. Yes, no, I don't know. But yes, Mark is inside. He's passed out drunk. He was drinking? Yes, but not with us. I was having dinner with my friend here. That Marco. May I come in and see him for a little bit? Yes, please. Sorry, I should have offered. Thank you. You're very tense. What's wrong? Nothing. Mr. Thornton's energy is a bit overbearing to me. You were just scared of him. And I feel so bad for not noticing about Mark being his son sooner. When you walked in, you saw Mr. Thornton standing next to Mark. He wasn't even touching him, just standing there like a tree, staring at Mark intensely. Do you, need water or anything? No need. I won't be here for long. Oh, alright. Mr. Mr. Dearmer, would you mind giving us some space so I can talk with this young man over there? Mr. Dearmer? Is that Lars's last name? So they know each other after all. Of course. And just like that, Lars was dismissed. It was almost like Mr. Thornton had this authority over him. Mom, I'm scared. Poor Marco. Why does he keep saying names I'm not familiar with? He lost his brother and mother, and now he lost one of his best friends. My condolences. Thank you. Wait, one of his best friends? What do you mean? He was about to go home, but then he heard news about his friend passing away today from me. Oh no, that's awful. He got angry with me and decided not to head home. I don't know why he was angry at me, unfortunately. As much as he doesn't like coming back home or seeing me, or both, he never stayed out too late without letting me know in some way. I suppose a recent event had him hurting more than it should. What Mark said to you earlier now finally made sense. You felt bad for not knowing it sooner that he was grieving, but you didn't have a way to know about it, in your defense. That explains why he was drinking even though he said he don't drink last night. Poor guy. Sorry, I don't know what to say. He got up and adjusted his clothes, looking dapper as usual. That's okay. If it's not any trouble, would you mind letting Marco stay here tonight? I haven't been a good father lately, so the least I could do is let him do what he wants for a while. Yeah, I can do that. I'll give him my bed too. Thank you, young man. You're welcome, Mr. Thornton. You can call me Rye. Okay, Mr. Rye. I'll take my leave now. Say my goodbye to Mr. Dearmer. I'll do that, no worries. Take care on your way home. You have a good one, young man. Please, take good care of my son. I will. He excused himself and left the house. You escorted him out and headed back inside. Once the front door was closed, you sighed out loud. Lars walked towards you from the hallway and scratched his head curiously. Everything alright? You still look tense. Thought I was gonna die. I'm so scared of Mr. Thornton. He does have that kind of intimidating aura around him. Do you know him? Sort of. He was one of my bosses. Huh? Really? That's interesting. I suppose so. It was my old job before I got fired. You were fired? What happened? I don't want to talk about it. I see. Sorry. No, it's alright. I feel so dumb for not knowing that Mr. Thornton is Mark's dad. To be fair, I get the feeling Mark had ever told you about his last name. Still, apparently everyone knows each other. What a small world. So, what are we going to do with him? I think we should bring him to my bed. He doesn't seem like he's gonna throw up or something. Alright, I'll carry him. Thanks. I'll just put him on the bed like that. Yeah, that should be fine. Gotta make sure he's sleeping on his side, so I'll use a pillow to stop him turning. Is that okay? Yeah, for sure. Let's not tell him what happened when he was drunk, alright? Anything except when he came here drunk. Okay, if you say so. Oh, while we're here, I should get a few quilts for you. Ah, thank you. Sorry you don't get to share the bed with me, though. What was that for? Are friends sharing the bed considered weird? Oh no. I mean, it would be weird for us to share this bed, don't you think? I would have loved it. Huh? You almost stumbled on your own feet, grabbing the quilt from your closet when he said that. Gotta be careful so you wouldn't fall down and make a fool of yourself in front of him. Anyway, here are your quilts. I'm giving you more because you're the only one sleeping in the living room. I appreciate it. It gets cold in the living room at night, so that helps. I'm glad. I'll be outside if you need me. Okays. You didn't want Mark to get uncomfortable, so you decided to get a quilt of your own and laid it on the floor. I don't think I've seen Mark sleep this peacefully before. Last time I was sleeping with him, he was a little bit restless and was gone before I woke up. No. No? Don't go. What? No, I'm not going anywhere. Put your hand on his head and started petting him to calm him down. Poor guy must be having nightmares right now. Poor Mark. Since he calmed down, you decided to spend more time on the phone before going to sleep. Let's see. Ah, there it is. With your phone in your possession, you glance through the menu lazily, trying to find something to do. Maybe I should call my mom. It's been a while. After flicking your finger through the contact list on the backlit screen, you found your mother's number. It didn't take long, as you only had your family's number, then the landlord's, and your friends in Highwell, including the teachers and Lars. You weren't sure when you got Lars's number, or if he even had a phone to begin with. Maybe Mark saved his number for you? Who knows? Let's worry about that later. Time to call the mother. Ringing. Oh, it's Mom. Who's this? It's me. Who is me? Walter. Walter Graham. What's up, dear? You don't usually call me this late. Or at all. Geez, sorry, I'll call you more often. I'm just a little bit occupied lately. It's okay. I'm just calling you because I want to. That's all. You just made me the happiest mother in the world. Jeez, that's embarrassing. Stop it. But it's true. How are you guys over there? We're doing fine. Herbert has been coming out of his room lately. It's nice. Oh, that's great news. How about Dad? He misses you dearly. You wouldn't believe You wouldn't believe if I told you that he has been sleeping with your picture next to him the other night, eyes teary and puffy from crying. He did not. He did. I'll send you a picture if you want. Sure. I'll do that tomorrow. Dad doesn't show it, but I guess he really misses me. Can I talk with Herbert? It's been a while since I talked to him. You have his number, don't you? Why not try calling him sometime? Ah, right. Yeah, I will do that. How about you, dear? Me? I'm doing alright. Same old, same old. I've been eating properly lately, though. That's great. Finally, your father will have one less thing to worry about. Haha, yeah. Oh yeah, the landlord asked me to tell you that he said hi. Oh, that Ross, what a silly man. He should have called me himself. Right? That's what I thought. Ross, huh? So that's his name. Alright, dear, your father and I are going to leave in a bit, so I'll have to hang up now, alright? Okay, say hi to Dad and Herbert for me. I will. Love you. Love you too. Ugh, I need to drink some water. You drank the water that was on the nightstand. It was supposed to be Mark's. Oh crap, I forgot. I'm still thirsty anyway. I'll get more in the kitchen. Feeling thirsty, you decided to head to the kitchen and grab something to drink for yourself and for Mark as well. Oh, it's dark. Did Lars turn the lights off? Not used to it yet. Gotta tread carefully. Walking alone in the dark hallway, there is something scary about it. Thank goodness it's not completely dark. Bless the neighbors who have their lights turned on. After reaching the kitchen, you opened the fridge and started pouring cold water into the glass. You drank it. Refreshing. We're pouring another one for Mark. You cleaned the drinking glass because as lazy as you weren't filthy. It was one of your many pet peeves. Sharing dishes, utensils, and drinking glasses. Also double dipping. I think I'm done here. Let's head back. Oh my fucking god! Huh? Are you okay? No, I'm not okay. Please don't sneak up on people like that. Sorry. Couldn't blame him entirely. He was a feline. Sneaking around was one of the many good things he could do. And you could have turned on the lights, but you didn't. It's okay, I'm sorry too. Just a bit tense after this evening. I understand. I'll try not to do that again. Thanks, Lars. I'll try to turn on the lights next time. I'll head back inside. Gotcha. Good night, Lars. Good night, Walter. You were so loud out there, Dad. Morning? How did I end up here? You were drunk and then just passed out in my yard. Did I? You really did. Ugh. Did I say or do anything weird? Not really. You said a few random things then did something stupid. Not in a bad way, and that was it. Oh, here, have some water. Thanks. I feel like I should leave. Huh? But why? I don't think my dad will be happy about me getting drunk and going home really late. I feel like you should stay. I don't want to deal with my dad tomorrow. Since telling what happened was a no-go, including Mr. Thornton's visit, you had to make an excuse. Quick. Well, what if I go with you tomorrow? So that way I can make it a little bit less annoying, I guess? It's late anyway. Maybe there won't be any bus leaving for the city. I guess you're right. What a pain. You wanted to comment on how he admitted that someone else was right for once, but you didn't want him to go home right now. Instead, you let out one small sigh for one big victory. Sorry, Walter, but I think I'll need more rest. Oh yeah, sure, go ahead. We'll walk tomorrow? Of course. Good night. Wait, did you just say night-night? Alright, my dudes. Time to choose the next round. Okay. We just did everything in Mark so far. So which one? I'm dead. I'm dead. Okay, I'll just hide the entire fucking window and let's do that. Okay, Mr. Parker's awkwardness is quite cute. Somehow Mr. Parker's showed in your mind. He was standing there smiling at you. He had that awkward air around him, but that wasn't a problem at all. You could tell that he was one exciting guy anyway. It was clear that he was a big guy in terms of his body size and that size. Oh, God. You imagine that he undressed. Oh, my God. Yeah. Yeah, no, I just do that literally every single time a sex scene pops up. And that's technically a sex scene. He's also my professor. Damn it, that's just bad news. Can't hide the fact that it was good. So conflicted. You had a screen of whatever had happened. I'll just clean up this mess along with my shameful behavior. In memory of our loving Marco. In memory of our loving Marco? Yo, what? In memory of our loving Marco? What does that mean? What is that? After cleaning the mess you made onto the wall and feeling satisfied with the shower, you turned off the water and stepped left foot first out of the tub. Thankfully, most of this is just... You just gotta redo all of this. Just hold down control. Okay, are we going to approach Lars or leave him alone? Mark is based on someone in real life? In memory of our loving Marco. Let me Google that real quick. Hang on, let's go back to the thing. Let's save real quick. Gonna put that there, and let's go here real quick because I'm also kind of curious. Like, is this here? Getting all of them. Ah. Hang on. Zarble. Is he? I don't know. I tried Googling it, but 1997 to 2021. Try going into the About menu. Yeah, it doesn't say anything. Well, anyways, let's continue for a bit. Yeah, I think Mark is based on someone in real life. So anyways, which one? Curious about what he was up to, you walked slowly toward him, but of course he noticed you right away. Oh, Lars. Oh, kiddo, it's you. His face stayed the same, but you could feel that he was at least happy that you said hello to him. Actually, never mind. He did smile a little bit. Just a little bit. What are you doing here? I'm just standing up. Oh, I see. You didn't seriously just say that. Huh? What do you mean? Is this kid for real? Anyways, I'm just thinking about something I'm going to do later. Oh, what is it about? I can't tell you that. Huh? But why not? It could be dangerous to you. What kind of things does he do that it might be dangerous to me? He seemed serious about it, and you got a feeling that he wouldn't tell you, even if you insisted. In the end, you decided not to pry. Plus, it could be dangerous to you, so best not to get involved for now. Are you heading to school? Yeah, I was heading to school and I noticed you here. Thought I'd say hi, that's all. Well, here I am. You can say hi and head to school for now. Hi. Oh my god! Oh my god. Wow. Are you kidding me? Anyway, I'm going now. I'll talk to you later. Take care and don't get yourself hurt, kid. I won't get hurt. Tell me once you don't bump into people anymore. But he patted your head and ruffled your hair. Thank goodness you weren't the type to use some kind of hair gel, or you'd be mad that he just ruined your hairdo. But regardless, you get a head pat and hair ruffle, so it wasn't that bad. You don't have to remind me. It's not like I wanted it to happen anyway. See you later, kid. Once you said your goodbye, you continued walking toward your campus. Once you looked back, you caught a glimpse of the same tiger, without a smile. It saddened you that you had no choice but to leave him to his thoughts once again. If only I weren't going to school. You finally reached the campus and you stood next to the gate because you weren't sure what to do. School entrance wasn't quite crowded, but you didn't feel like going to the class this early. You decided to stay here a little bit longer, and someone patted your shoulder gently. This felt like what happened yesterday. Mr. Parker? You guessed right. It was Mr. Parker who patted your shoulder gently. Emphasis on gently. Good morning, Walter. Not heading to the classroom just yet? Morning, Mr. Parker. Not yet. I'm just deciding on what to do here. It's still quite early. I don't feel like sitting here for a whole half hour. I see. Although I don't see anything I can do while I'm here. Might as well head inside. In that case, would you like to walk with me? Which one? Just get a huge smile on my face. Huge smile. Yeah, definitely. Great. This might be a good chance to make up for what you did in the shower this morning, you thought, but just hanging out with him wouldn't justify your action, you know. Also, he looked very happy when you agreed to walk with him. Such display of joy, it made your heart flutter a bit. I did ask you to walk to the classroom with me, but I haven't eaten anything. Want to get something to eat? I'm just a bit hungry, so could we stop by the cafeteria? He almost said the same thing twice. Could it be that he was feeling tense? I don't like to go there all by myself. But I ate breakfast this morning. What should I do? This is truly a dilemma. We already ate our sad breakfast. Do we want to make a sad Mr. Parker not as sad? Because I feel like he's going to be the type of character who's just sad either way, but like us just being around makes him not sad. Go with Papa. Oh, thank you. Yeah, go with Papa. Oh, so we're calling him Daddy now. Okay. Go with him. Okay, let's go then. I don't mind going there. Cool. You followed him as you two headed to the cafeteria. Can someone tell me why it smells really good here? I wish I knew, but it does smell really good here. Just imagining what kind of food they prepared today. It's making my nose twitch in anticipation. Couldn't help but look at his twitching snout. It was moving as if he was sniffing around. Well, that was what he's been doing. That looks so cute. Seems like he noticed that you'd been staring at him. That happens sometimes. Hope you didn't find it weird or anything. Not at all. I think that was cute, actually. Let's get something to eat. I'm starving. I thought you said you were only a bit hungry. Well... He walked off toward the counter to see what was on display. Did he just... Oh well. Since it was early in the morning, most if not all seats were empty. He was taking quite some time to get what he wanted, so he sat down as he waited for him to finish getting his food. You tried to take a look of his breakfast to be, but you couldn't see anything. His body is getting in the way. All you could see were his hands moving around to grab food here and there onto his food tray. He's really hungry. Either that or he eats a lot. I kind of have a feeling that it's the latter. I mean, look at his size. Once he finished getting his food, he walked towards you with a towering stack of pancakes on his food tray. What's wrong, Walter? I guess you weren't joking around when you said you were starving, huh? I'm just surprised. I mean, that's a lot of food. Well, it's more like a normal serving to me. You're kidding me. He put the food tray on the table as he sat down. I need a lot of energy to keep this engine running, so I have to eat a lot. Although it's not really working in my favor since I'm trying to lose all this belly fat. Ugh. He took a bite of the pancake as he said that. Huh? Why is that? I don't know. I just feel like I'm less popular with the belly. Do I look weird with this belly? Let's not be mean. No, I don't think so. You mean that? I wouldn't know if that looked weird or not, especially that I never saw him before he had gotten this big. I should watch what I tell him. Yeah, if you're comfortable and you're staying healthy, I don't see why you need to lose some weight. I exercise sometimes and I'm not uncomfortable with it. Yeah, also, isn't that how bears look like generally? I suppose so. Thanks, Walter. I'm glad you didn't find me disgusting or anything. Whoa, disgusting is such a strong word. Hope he's not feeling disgusted toward his own body. Not at all. I like how you look right now. Is Mr. Parker's route just going to be, like helping him out with, like, mental health issues? I guess I'll be fine with that. But I'm not going to get bigger, though. Sure, Mr. Parker. What you're doing is enough to convince me that you're not going to get bigger. You would say that to him, but it sounded so rude, especially that he showed sign of self-consciousness. He ate another slice of pancake, although with a happier display than before. Look at those pancakes. They are almost precariously stacked. There's so many of them. Anyway, Walter, you're not eating? You shook your head as you took out your phone, looking at the backlit screen. Not that hungry, and I had breakfast at home. A sad breakfast. We had a sad breakfast. You sure, though? Yeah. He put the slice of pancake into his mouth and started chewing it. All right, if you say so. See anything interesting? Not really. I'm just checking my messages. The messages that my brother had sent me. Sorry. No, don't mind me. I'm just curious, that's all. Well, it's just random memes from him. You sound unsure about that. Almost shocked, even. I do? Sorry, just slightly confused. Alrighty. Memes? From him? That's new. I guess he meant to send those to his friend? Then again, I'm not sure if he had friends. I don't know about him that much, now that I think about it. You put your phone back in your pocket. You had something more important to do than thinking about that silly little message. I'm glad you came here with me. Otherwise, I would have died from hunger. Huh? Why so? Told you, I don't like going here all by myself. You're just exaggerating, Mr. Parker. It be like that sometimes. Well, just tell me if you want me to go here with you. I'll do my best to keep you company. He took a big bite of the last pancake before pushing the tray to the side. All right. I'm not going to ask him to swallow his food before applying again. I'm full. Thanks for coming with me, Walter. No problem. God, look at the time. I can't afford to be late again. Let's head to the classroom, Walter. Time was running out and both of you headed to the classroom without a moment's hesitation. We're going to leave off here tonight. Na, na. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. Okay. It was fun. Anyways, I'm gonna log off. I'm also going to head onto TikTok and make a TikTok on a TikTok live, so you should totally go to that if you want to. So anyways, stay safe, have a good night, and I will see you all tomorrow, if not later.